further 710 280,000 euros through cash donations, technical expertise, and in-kind material supplies and resources. For every €1 MSDG provided, the diaspora generated a further 9.4 euros. Consequently, the Diaspora Development Fund pilot phase generated socio-economic investment of 785,170 euros, being equivalent to about $50,000, $50 million. For 2022-2023, the Diaspora Development Fund made an open call for proposals. MSDG provided 50 new Diaspora Development Fund grants to individuals and 5 award institutions. The current 51 MSDG Diaspora Fellows reside in 10 countries, namely 17 in the UK, 12 in the US, 10 recent returnees to the Gambia, 6 in Norway, and 1 each in Canada, Ireland, Kenya, Nigeria, Spain, and Sweden. 21 of the fellows are women, that is 41%, and 31 are men, constituting 59%. The Diaspora Development Fund grant awarded in 2022 were 20 million Gambian dollars, being about 330,000 euros. As at 31st December 2022, the amount of co-finance leverage through the Diaspora Fellows and institution partners is 136 million Gambian dollars, being about 225 million euros.
Thank you so much, Musa, for the facts and figures on the Diaspora Development Fund. It is now time for the final item of this opening session, and we may now stand for the national anthem as I invite the Honorable Babukar Joof, Minister of Trade, Industry, Employment and Regional Integration, to deliver this SNF 6 presidential address on behalf of His Excellency President Adama Barrow. I welcome, sir.
Thank you, the policeman. Unconventionally, I want to start by thanking you for giving 2 serious songs this morning. It seems Joanna Sarr is becoming synonymous with my statements, and I thank you, Commander, for that. cabinet colleagues present here, members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps, members of the National Assembly, venerable religious leaders, employees of the UN system here present, senior government officials, service chiefs, of course the police band, the media, members of the National Assembly, diasporans online. Special greetings and recognition to Professor Jibril Fall and Catherine Ford, GK Partners family, the MSDG project, Gambians, good morning. On behalf of His Excellency the President of the Republic, Adama Barrow, I am humbled to present to you his statement on this very important occasion. And I read, I have the honor and privilege to preside over the official opening of the 6th edition of the State of the Nation Forum, which is dedicated to engagement with the 8th region of the Gambia. Since the change of government in 2017, my government declared the Gambian diaspora as the 8th region of the Gambia and created a diaspora directorate at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. That recognition, ladies and gentlemen, demonstrates my government's commitment to our diaspora as we consider them a constituent with immense potential to contribute to the development of this country. Beyond their well-known role as senders of remittances, the diaspora can also promote trade and foreign direct investment, create businesses and spur entrepreneurship and transfer new skills and knowledge. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in essence, national development is an endeavor in collective action. It is the duty of government and other public sector bodies and institutions to facilitate, support, and optimize the unending progressive actions of private individuals and the community and private sector associations, organizations, and businesses they create. Inclusive national development arises out of the ongoing and complementary collaboration and partnership between private and public, citizen and government. As such, I am pleased that for the 6th edition of the State in the Nation Forum, or Stake in the Nation Forum, the theme highlights the utmost importance of supporting private action for public benefit. To safeguard and expand the benefits of private actions for public benefit, we must strengthen the foundational base of peace, democracy, and good governance. In the dark days of dictatorship, a large proportion of Gambian diasporans were persecuted, threatened, or otherwise alienated from their motherland. They were forced to limit their economic inputs to just supporting the consumption needs of their families and friends. Through our collective actions as Gambians, we defeated dictatorship and we are now harnessing the benefits of the democratic dividend. We may hold different political views as Gambians and belong to different groupings, but our contributions to development benefit the entire nation. My government will continue to carry out the necessary policy and institutional reforms, remove obstacles, and create opportunities for the diaspora to engage in economic development. My government also believes that with credible reforms, we would be able to nurture innovation, promote responsible business, social enterprise, inclusive economy, and sustainable development. Chairpersons, ladies and gentlemen, The annual remittance inflows to the Gambia have increased immensely from about $206 million in 2016 to over $700 million in 2022. Indeed, the figure has been confirmed. This is evidence of new flows of diasporan investment in real estate, community facilities, business ventures, and other forms of productive activities. Beyond the macroeconomic benefits of hard currency inflows, private diaspora investment and spending create many other national and public benefits, including job creation and improved livelihoods for many Gambians. As always, I take the opportunity of this annual Stake in the Nation Forum to express the sincere thanks of a grateful nation to her daughters, sons and descendants who live and work far and wide across many countries and continents. On this occasion, I also congratulate the 51 people appointed and sponsored as Diaspora Fellows through the MSDG Diaspora Development Fund. I commend them for their innovation and inspiring projects, many of which provide empowering support to women, youth, and rural communities. The roll call of Diaspora Fellows includes some of the most experienced Gambian professionals in the diaspora and recent returnees. The Fellows recognize the power of collective action and the pooling of resources as a mechanism to achieving expanded and enhanced development results. One of the commitments of the Gambian Diaspora Strategy, which I launched at the first Stake in the Nation Forum on 13 January 2018, was the creation of a Diaspora Development Fund. On 10 December 2018, the United Nations adopted the Global Compact for Safe, Orderly, and Regular Migration, which incorporated similar proposals for DDF. The Gambia continues to take a lead on the form of diaspora partnership. The current DDF program, as developed and implemented by the MSDG project, is emerging as an example of global good practice to be emulated by other countries. I thank the government of Switzerland for their decade-long technical partnership with GK Partners in the field of migration and development, and for their co-financing of the MSDG project and other programs in the Gambia since 2017. As I restate the government's continued commitment to the MSDG project as a technical cooperation program, I urge other development institutions to also embrace the diaspora, cooperate and partner with them in recognition of their uniquely potent role as development actors. To expand and enhance the contributions of the diaspora to Gambia's development, the government maintains its commitment as set out in the National Development Plan. As a government, we are determined to improve our own implementation of the action plans so as to achieve practical and tangible results. We acknowledge that governance, development, and progression are at best work in progress. Let me take that again. We acknowledge that governance, development, and progression are at best work in progress. As such, it is essential that we are open and honest about our weaknesses in order to achieve continuous improvements for the good of all. In this vein, it is my honor to formally announce the establishment of a diaspora desk at the Gambia Investment and Export Promotion Agency, GAIPA. This is a result of partnership between GAIPA and the MSDG project. The diaspora desk shall seek to be a one-stop shop for advice, guidance, signposting, and facilitation for Gambian diaspora investors and entrepreneurs. I invite delegates to join the Honorable Minister of Trade and Industry, Regional Integration and Employment this afternoon for further discussions on how to support diaspora entrepreneurs. Before I conclude, I wish to extend a warm welcome to Ms. Kathleen Ford, the co-founder of GK Partners, on the occasion of her first ever visit to the Gambia in April, first visit to the Gambia. In April 2018, the Gambia was readmitted to the Commonwealth. Whilst in London for the heads of government meeting, GK Partners hosted and sponsored a town hall meeting for my delegation at the Royal Institute in Mayfair, attended by 500 Gambians and friends of the Gambia. I extended an invitation to Catherine, and today I say welcome to the small coast of Africa, and thank you for being a good friend of the Gambia. Thank you, Catherine. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is now my privilege to formally open the 6th Stake in the Nation Forum, and I wish you well in your deliberations and look forward to the 7th Stake in the Nation Forum next year. Thank you very much. Thanks for your kind attention.
Thank you very much. Beyond their traditional role of sending remittances, the Gambian diaspora can also promote trade and investment, transfer skills and knowledge. Honorable Babakar Diouf, we thank you for delivering the statement, and we ask you to convey to His Excellency the President the thanks and gratitude of the MSDG project for the continued cooperation and support. Honorable Ministers, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, here in the Sadauda Kairaba Jawara Conference Center and those watching online, we have now come to the end of the opening session of the 6th Stake in the Nation Forum. We are pleased to invite everyone for refreshments directed by the ushers, or as directed by the ushers. And indeed, the delights of the Made in the Gambia marketplace, we shall resume in this space in 30 minutes, time. May we stand as our distinguished speakers leave for the first floor, and our guests on the fourth row also join them. Then the VIP would go to the second floor, and the rest would stay and would be further directed by the ushers. Thank you for your kind attention.
And we having businessmen not to complain. Ila kulun kanale fu banjo. Ibuka jino ebuka la bagaso jin. They turn back. The katafen dol drop into Senegal. Gambia bagaso kajisen. Omasi bolet.
Dr. Ture contributed immensely to the failure of Adam Barrow regime from 2017 to 2020.
Manke mola foye ko babun wok monkey it bar ko metela jero yaje ko wala be tamakan NPP kono.
Yes, ngajale because yaken defangola I was victimized. Who? The party executive. President ya bulobula among intervene because atele sonta yenna di political campaign.
Baro e muno famone ning ata hanata ko men ko be jaralale we transport people from Mali, Sierra Leone and other countries but we are going to do it. Pour ka mol transport ni nalana can support for 5 years on moesia crowd
bari ita fono la ko ha minister la jodo atale ngati nga minister tal allowance la fa mol membe duma minister patata nyaonya mol membe marché auto jendan jaay o famasol do Sénégal membe bolon kono wolle patata minister ti woton te balafa no la minister e ka fo minister la jodo atale nga balafa wanto director la jodo atale nga balafa.
Yaya has the political power, Yaya has the political popularity in the Gambia. Hanibi molbe lafringalale anu hanibi ala yamaro na futa molka.
Let it be put straight that marriage should be between a man and a woman only if they reach the age of 18 and above, or if they reach maturity, because people could be matured before they reach 18.
So every year, the GFF receives $1 million from FIFA, $500,000 in January, and another $500,000 in July.
ñu bëgg xam nag tuuti bi nga nekkee Gambia lan moo la motivated ku nga dugg si fi music.
Funnily enough, my mom has always been a singer. So even when they Liberia, like choir mistress Lawan, see church before, so she was always singing. So I think that fanekalo hamne, then called Donna, be pare new buga.
What you do like lan mo Yellow Gate?
Yeah, how much Yellow Gate?
Hanga ñun ay baby la.
Oh my God.
Ay ñom ay maggot.
Okay, shouts out to the old school. But I was like, what? Oh, yeah, 20 years ago is a long time ago. Jesus Christ, you say 20 years and you don't realize it's been that long. But yeah, Yellow Gate was one of the most popular recording studios. They're gonna be different. Some people. So it was back in the day. But yes, I know. But at the same time, I'm gonna. Yeah, jame. We na low. Why come handle? Aye, yeah, jame. We na low. Why come handle? That's it. I'm not singing them out. That's it.
No, we said deka dina dem na do dem.
Well, good question.
Ngana naka?
Man, a good question. Question mubala. But dina dem. Well, it's going to be a minute. Dina yaga tuti because I think we have a whole lot to work on. But I think the main thing that Gambians need to work on is the mindset. So swing mindset be swing attitude be so change with it. Matter what ban for some government like I'm done.